this is something that motivated me to write my book, to actually leave the corporate world. I was on Wall Street for 12 years, and then I decided to leave after taking a bit of a break. I took a sabbatical thinking I would go back. And I reflected that I really loved what I was doing for my volunteer work, and that was teaching and coaching people in business communication skills for a lovely international community. And it hit me that I wanted to do that for a living. So I left my job on Wall Street. It was a great job, and I left to go out, strike out on my own. And one of the first things I did was create a course called Self-Promotion for Introverts. And it was taking what I had learned both as an entrepreneur and then on Wall Street as an introvert. So those things were like, how do you go to a meeting if you're an introvert? How do you get heard? So I culled all these things that I learned and wanted to offer them to people, and it was really popular. A lot of people wanted to hear about it. So for instance, if you're an introvert and you want to get heard at a boisterous meeting, well, one thing is you arrive really well prepared. And another thing is you have a few points that you want to make, and you make sure you make them. If you can, you get on the agenda, and if you can, you even chair the meeting, so you make sure you get your points across. Now, if you're someone who needs to think before you speak, having those points ready makes a big difference. And another thing are some physical techniques, like just leaning forward, like putting up a hand or a finger, or saying, "Hey Bob, great point," and diving in from there, or "I'd like to add something," just piping up. And another thing is, I hate to use the word interrupt, but interject. So just say your point. If everybody's talking and there's no air, you don't want to be invisible, so just speak. And practicing behaviors like that makes all the difference. So you can get heard and you can get ahead. And these things are so important, particularly for introverts.